good, everybody? Pokemon Masters Console episode 50. I think it's 57. It might be 58. There's a secret episode.
We're a bit off track now.
Yeah, there's a secret episode in there that we recorded that you'll never see because we we did not record the audio. Whoops, right?
Whoops.
Yeah, so
little did you know, we are masters of Pokemon. We are not masters of technology.
Yeah, if you've been a long-time fan of the channel, you'll notice all sorts of fun little technical glitches and setbacks we've had in the course of our almost 3 years of YouTubing. Dude, it'll be 3 years in January.
Schmootube.
Yeah, we'll be there before we know it. Guys, we got to hit 1,000 subscribers before our 3 years, right?
And we got a big announcement about something coming up, but before that, we want to give a big shout out because we are, like you said, we're right there on the cusp of 1,000. Thank you for everybody that's been tuning in so far. Make sure y'all are sharing these videos. Get that number way, way up there. We need a lot of help, and we really appreciate it. But other than that, what have we been up to? Well, Zero went on vacation. He went to a tournament. I went to a tournament. We've been getting into a lot of cards.
Yeah, but what else is new there? You know what I mean?
The biggest announcement has to do with the cards. You want me to do it, or do you want you to do it?
I mean, I guess order of operations. You want to just... That's the most important thing that's happened since we've been away.
Hey, Zero.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
I do. So if you guys don't already know, we got a soundboard through Discord. And Justin, why don't you rattle through some of our PMC... Okay, the duck.
Hey, what happened? What do we call Quackwavel?
Quack. The quack.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You guys are gonna hear a lot.
Holy oh my goodness, what a turn of events!
It's over 9,000!
Man, what a drag.
And then that's just it for now. We'll save more for later. We got a bunch. We got a bunch.
You are in charge of the soundboard for the rest of the podcast, okay? Can I trust you with that?
That's fine, man. But you and me will both do it throughout the future. And speaking of podcasts, so we have two announcements. We are expanding. We're not going. We are expanding. We're doing more separate because we have a lot of stuff that we're into, a lot of nerd stuff. But before we get into all these big announcements, y'all want to hear about this? But the main segment today, Zero, what are we going to be talking about? Well, obviously, the people fan of this show, I think, will know by now. We record on Wednesdays, post by Fridays. That's sort of our thing. My day off is Wednesday. That's just how we roll for a while.
Yep.
Wednesday is today, the day the DLC dropped. So that's the big news of the day, is that the DLC dropped, the Teal Mask. So that's the show you clicked on today. But before we get into that, we do have some news and some Poke Plugs and all that good stuff, host hobbies. But so what do you want to start with? You want to just rattle through off like what we've been up to real quick?
Yeah, let's do that. Then we'll get on to our big expansion, and then we'll talk DLC. How you feeling about that? Think that's a good schedule?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. So who wants to go first? You want to talk first? Me first?
I mean, mine's pretty quick. All I had was basically, in a nutshell, we'll kind of rapid fire through it real fast. I went to a tournament for Warhammer. It was the first one we had for a while in Grand Rapids. It was really fun. I ended up coming in third. Took my Sky Dwarves. It was very, very exciting. Got a nice little podium, little bronze medal for the channel.
Nice.
Repping the brand. Always coming up on that podium when we can.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Game one, I beat him pretty well. It was 28 out of 28 was my maximum points, so I aced the round.
Wow.
He got 16. Not too shabby for compared to what he
for you getting 28. I feel like yeah. He'd have to feel pretty good about hitting.
Yeah. No, and he ended up doing so well that he ended up getting second in the tournament. He beat me in the tournament overall.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he was a very good, and that was the first time I ever beat him. His name's Roger, local player. I've never beaten him before. That was the first time I ever beat him. So he's a good player, good dude. My old dinosaur army, remember that?
Yes.
The one that had the painting prize. Beep, beep.
Oh.
I don't have to do it with my mouth anymore.
Let's go. Yeah, dude. We're YouTubers now.
Yeah.
It's over 9,000!
Yeah, so the fact that I was able to, but yeah, his wife now plays my old Dino Army. The very first army I ever played with Warhammer, where I learned how to paint and tried out a bunch of stuff or whatever, sold that to them. His wife plays with that Dino Army and has a lot of fun with it. But yeah, his name's Roger, really good dude. Second game, played another dude named Justin, and he beat the pants out of me. He max points. And I only got 6. So he beat me worse than I beat the first dude. And then the last game, I max points, and the dude got 9. So it was 30.
So a lot of back and forth.
A lot of back and forth. I was at the top tables the whole time. So a lot of high points. So I aced round 1 and at round 2, and it did so well those rounds in comparison to everybody else that it made up for my abysmal second round.
There we go.
And kind of was able to bring it back for us. So let's go. We got some bronze for the channel. But you had a tournament and you had a very, very let's go. Where's that?
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Where were you at? Indiana? Or I'll let you talk.
Okay, yeah. So actually, I've had 2 tournaments.
Was it Illinois?
Illinois was the first one.
Okay.
I played advanced, so top level of amateur. I don't play below the top level of amateur. Played pretty well. I got 115th, which sounds bad, but it was out of 300 players. So 300 advanced players. Thank you. From all around the nation came to this tournament. It's the biggest tournament in the world, and I got 115th, and I don't think I even played very well. So I'm actually super, super excited about that. And then just over last weekend, I played pro for the first time with a buddy of mine. We played doubles. Yeah. So the field was a little weaker because we had so many players at other tournaments, but there was 10 teams. So still a pretty substantial pool. And after round 1, we were tied for first. 3-way tie for first in professional disc golf. I don't know if we clarified. Did we say that I was playing disc golf? I played disc golf.
Yeah. Disc golf.
We were tied for first. Yeah, my other hobby. Feeling really good. And then second round, we just ran out of gas. It was 90 degrees. It was not a good round. We got jumped and fell to 5th out of 10 teams. So we fell out of the cash.
What a drag.
Truly was a drag. Dude, you're getting pretty good at this. Keep it up.
Yeah, you gotta. So yeah. We'll break the fourth wall real quick. So the trick is you gotta have your Discord open on full screen, and then that once you get that little thing open on the side, so you're just talking, and I'm just like oh,
yeah. He's like barely listening. He's like, where's the opportune times to like drop these sound?
Oh no, I'm listening. It's perfect.
So
I'm ADD, so it's like perfect to keep my focus.
Well, okay, get ready for this one. Okay, we've got an exciting one coming up. So prep your soundbite right here. Okay,
You're gonna love my nuts.
Perfect. That's fine. So we in disc golf, when you sign up for a tournament, you can get into the ace pool, hole-in-one pool. If you hit a hole-in-one, you get the money from the pool, right? So if a bunch of people show up, there's a big ace pool. You hit a hole-in-one, you take home some money. Our ace pool was pretty expensive. It was $5 a person, but everybody bought in. Nobody hit an ace. So what we do is we pick a spot on the course, and then we throw from there to a basket, and whoever's the closest to the basket takes the money. Guess who took the money?
Oh my goodness, what a turn of events.
Just take a wild guess,
The
buddy.
man, the myth, the legend. Let's go!
I took the money, buddy. Yeah. $220. Just for one throw. I got paid $220 for one single throw.
Well. If only there was somebody I knew that was in the market for an LED that glows behind their head, or if there was potentially somebody in the market for a brand new deck box.
Ooh, do you know anybody who's in the market for like a brand new deck box?
that holds up to 8 decks. See, now you can soundboard up to 8 decks and your dice tray and your roll-up fancy play mat.
Okay, hold on.
It's over 9,000!
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I do know somebody that's in the market for that, and they just won $200.
220.
Turn that around, baby. Let's go. Treat yourself, treat your kids, treat your wife, and then treat the PMC. Smash that like button. Come on now. We're coming in hot with those tournaments on our other hobbies. Speaking of our other hobbies, Zero, we kind of do a lot of stuff.
We do.
I'm into Warhammer.
We do like 1 or 2 things. You know what I mean?
I'm into Warhammer. You're into disc golf.
I'm into disc golf.
We're both into pokes. From pokes, growing up, I was, me and Doug and Mike, we all played Yu-Gi-Oh! Our whole lives. We've talked about this on the channel a bunch.
Yep.
Brandon got into cards recently in his life because A, his sons started getting into it, and B, we got into it over lockdown and he was in chemo.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that turned out well.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you.
But yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Future Brandon, you're gonna have to edit this, but cancer. So
that's all right, buddy. I'll find it. Let it fly. I'll find it, and I'll give it the Pika treatment.
You're gonna love my nuts.
So the point is, we like to do a lot of cards now.
Mm-hmm.
My love of cards, he now has experience now with him, with us, his friends, with his sons. His little son is now, oh my goodness, it's the most adorable thing. He's 6, yo. Mm-hmm. Zero had made up a brand new little custom rule to teach him card etiquette of with Pokemon cards and stuff. Bro, I don't have kids, but yo, that's the dream right there. Passing on that next to the next. That's a salute, man. Tip of the cap. My hair's messy, but let's go. Father of the Year award over here. So, my boy, what do we got to announce to these people? We got all of this rambling. We got all kinds of card stuff. We got 2 announcements to make. Well, 1, there's 4 of us, and only 2 of us ever show up on these podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And B, number 2, the second announcement, A, B, there we go.
A and 2.
This channel is a Pokemon channel.
Yes.
But we do a lot of stuff that's nerdy or hobby that's not Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. We do. Well,
take it away, sir.
Like Justin alluded to before, we're going to expand the PMC into something... something...
Isn't it awesome?
We're going to expand the PMC into something bigger, something more than Pokemon. This channel will stay, and it will remain Pokemon. Our goal is a weekly upload, bare minimum, here on this channel. Yeah, a battle vids. I think battle vids will be we'll still be doing all the usual stuff. I think battle vids will be our primary go-to. That's what we're hoping to kind of build on, I think. Would you agree?
And then one addition to the channel will be Pokemon cards.
Yes.
We're gonna be able to double dip. So if you're somebody that's into just Pokemon, you can watch that. If you're somebody that's into cards, you can watch that. And maybe that'll wet your whistle to go check out our other card content. You know what I mean? You're gonna double dip, and we'll post some Pokemon card content there, some Pokemon card content here, and everybody's happy.
And it's going to be a perfect avenue for just other random things too, like when we want to play Smash Bros. Or whatever we get into, whether that be something that we get into for a long time or something we just pick up for a little bit, like maybe Sonic Superstars. That's a great example of a game we might play for a month or 2, and then when we beat it, we put it down for a long time. But if you want to see content like that, maybe we stream Sonic Superstars for a night, maybe we stream Smash. There'll be a lot of cards. I think cards will be the kind of backbone of the channel, mostly Pokemon.
Well, yeah, there's so many other games out there that we like. We played Zelda. We play Smash Bros. Not to mention there's shooter games we've dabbled in. There's racing games we play all the time. We love Mario Kart, especially with the kiddos. Not to mention there's a couple of other Switch games There's some PC games. There's so many fun stuff that we want to get into and show off, and just kind of have something more of like a generic nerd hobby
channel.
space.
Yeah, exactly. And like the name and everything, all that still to be determined. We need name, logos, like all that good stuff.
We're just announcing it now for you guys, so that way everybody can sort of get prepped.
Yeah, so like look out for that. We'll give you guys an announcement when it's ready, sometime over the next month, 2, 3, something. It's in the works. It's in a very...
Just go to your local home improvement store and ask for the big black cock.
If you go to your local home improvement store, ask for
Just
that.
go to your local home improvement store and ask. Just go to your local home improvement store and ask for the big black cock.
So go to your local home improvement store, ask for that, and the PMC. Yeah,
and ask for that PMC secondary channel.
Yes,
for all your streaming and generic hobby needs. That doesn't mean the PMC. If we're streaming Pokemon stuff, we will be streaming here. If we're streaming Pokemon cards, we will be streaming here. Anything Pokemon related at all, it will be on the PMC. The other channel will be for miscellaneous nerd stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Zero said, the biggest thing, that's like 75% of that channel will be cards, because we've been getting into Digimon, we've got Yu-Gi-Oh, we've got Pokemon, we've got Transformers on the horizon. There's things like Magic the Gathering Commander. There are, which is, 4-player, which gets all 4 of us in at the same time, and it's a free-for-all. We all fight each other.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
See?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, there's...
It's over 9,000!
It's over $9,000 right now, but Disney Lore Cannon just got dropped.
It's over $9,000.
One Piece is out there. There's so many TCGs to get this boy and myself and Doug and Mike up to speed and have some fun on the channel. That's why we got some fun playmats. Do you want to kind of show those off?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was literally just reaching for mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Here's one of them.
Yeah, so you got a Pokemon playmat just arrived. We've already shown off a couple of the other playmats there, and then I got a Sceptile one that's arriving. You have, what else you got coming?
Mewtwo. I got a really nice Mewtwo playmat coming.
I got a really, really sexy one. I play Six Samurais. I got a very sexy Six Samurai Iroh playmat that I've been eyeing for a while. I think I'm going to pull that trigger next week. We'll see about that. We're just waiting to see if I can get a better price, depending on shipments, right?
Yep.
So, but besides that, I think
You like Krabby Patties, don't you?
the best thing we got to do. What have you been watching? I got a Pokeplug right out the gate.
So, I mean, what I've been watching is just a lot of Poke-Game.
Yep, that was mine too.
Yeah, and we're going to be touching on a lot of what I've just been watching, and that's a lot of the buffs and news surrounding the Teal Mask, and changes to Pokemon, additional Pokemon.
All right, well, let me say mine. Let me say mine.
Go for it.
Mine was the video that he did with the tier list of the new pokes.
Okay. Yeah, but that one just came
And
out
I'll just
today.
say, go look at the thumbnail. Especially you, Zero, because you know me.
Mm-hmm.
But people out there, you know that I love monkey. You know I love monkey Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So go check out that thumbnail. Go check out that video, Poke AMD.
Okay. All right. So, as far as other Poke plugs, we have our own, right? We've been doing a lot of singles content for you guys. We've had a lot of battle videos over the last few weeks. We had Hisuian Lilligant in 3v3s. Mm-hmm. I said she destroys 3v3s. She really did destroy, didn't she?
It was fun. It was awesome.
And then we did, what else did we do?
Speaking of monkeys,
hopefully,
I don't know if the video's out by now, but obviously we are testing for Regulation E, which we'll kind of be talking about in the main seg. I think our next podcast will be more of a Regulation E, all-encompassing competitive, where today is just the DLC. You know what I mean? Just woohoo, DLC day! Woohoo!
Yeah. Raise the roof. But yeah. So should we just dive into this thing? What do you think?
You ready to go to the main topic?
I'm ready. If you're ready.
Yeah, totally. Let's do it, man.
All right. Let me pull it up.
So especially One Piece coming out. That is my favorite One Piece character of all time. Brandon, do you remember his name?
Mochi.
No.
Sorry, I just threw a name out there, dude.
Do you remember what character it is, or what they do, or who they are?
They're a skeleton.
Yep.
That's all I know.
Perfect.
That's all I know.
It's Brook. He's the musician.
I should have known that.
He's the musician. He's an electric guitar player.
So, Justin, I have up on screen.
He's his whole demeanor. He's Slash.
Slash, like the guitarist?
Yeah, he's literally like One Piece is notorious for like borrowing thing. Like they have a giant arc called Noah.
Okay.
There's the first tree of the world called Adam. Stuff like that. Like it's not all biblical. That's a bad reference. But like there's just everything. They have a character that's basically Gaara, like his powers with the sand and everything.
Okay.
So like it's essentially like that. So yeah, this Brook is Slash. He's literally when you look at him, he's literally Slash. He has the afro. He's got the top hat. He's tall, skinny, plays guitar. He's a skeleton Slash. And he loves panties.
Oh, okay. A man after my own taste. But
he's awesome.
Anyway, Justin, I have up on screen. We're gonna link this into the description below. We're just gonna hit on the big things, the biggest changes, like some new Pokemon. We're not gonna go too deep into all this. That's more for like a different show, or maybe even a stream. But I have a spreadsheet up here on the screen, and like I said, we will link this in the description below. But this is a summary of a lot of the big changes that the Teal Mask is bringing. Justin, first tab, let's talk about, for a couple minutes, we'll talk about the new Pokemon that are coming in. First one I know you're excited about, sir, Mr. Diplin.
Yeah, so are we going to be talking about leaks and stuff, or just the stuff we know?
We'll just talk about Teal Mask stuff. Just Teal Mask. Yeah, just Teal Mask. Stick to Teal Mask, because I know what you want to talk about. That's in the next DLC. Let's hold off on that.
All right, well, maybe at the end we'll do a little spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah, Diplin's really cool. I'm excited. He's got decent stats. 80 HP, 80 special defense, and 110. So he's got decent stats. Grass and Dragon, so decent defensive capabilities. He's got like 48 speed, and he's pretty mediocre everywhere else. But his super sweet, sticky, whatever syrup that he has, because he's a candy apple, when he enters the field, it basically is sweet scent. So minus evasion for both of the enemies by one stage. So really, really, really good stuff.
Decently bulky. I like a 485 stat spread for this. In knowing what we know about this Pokemon in the next DLC, 485, pretty solid, actually.
So this will be able to pair really well with what Brandon stuff with Hustle.
Yep.
It makes things more accurate because they are less evasive, and it's really good against the minimized tag and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So pretty interested to see what Diplin can do, but Brandon cut me off, so there's not much more to say right now. Spoiler alert. Stay tuned to the end of the podcast to see why I'm being so mysterious. Zero, you got somebody? Give me a shout out.
For a new Pokemon? Or you want an abuser of this beautiful ability?
Whatever you want. Yeah, next Pokemon.
Poltergeist. So we get some sort of divergent Poltergeist form that's like... What is this? Do you know what this is?
Yeah, it's a tea.
It's just like a green tea?
Yeah, green tea, matcha.
Okay.
So his move is called Gotcha or Matcha Gotcha or Gotcha Matcha, one of the two. Anyways, that's his new move.
Okay. Let's see.
So it's a green tea. It's a Japanese like green tea. Or like if you go to like an Asian restaurant and they'll give you a little tea in the little cups, or like if you ever watched like a samurai show or something,
dude.
that's what that is.
It's that like thick brothy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks disgusting. Yeah, so
What page are you looking at? Are you on Cerebi?
no, I'm on the spreadsheet. I'll send it to you.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I sent it to you on Facebook. Yeah, so I'm on the tab New Pokemon. So yeah, a Divergent Poltegeist, interesting ability, Hospitality. I think this one heals on switch in doubles. So pretty solid. I don't really know what kind of niche this Pokemon will have or find. But Grass and Ghost, that's a pretty fun typing. We've been seeing that be successful for a lot of Pokemon in the past few games. Like Dhelmise, Decidueye. Those are the ones that come to mind. Justin, we got to talk about this Pokemon. I need you to kind of take over for this one.
Yeah, Ursaluna B. So we have the Blood Moon version. Pretty crazy. It's a special attack version of Ursaluna. It's got 135 special attack, 113 HP, really good defense, not so good special defense, but he gets Calm Mind, and he has Mind's Eye, which is a new ability that makes him so he doesn't check accuracy. He always hits, which is insane. And it's basically like Scrappy, so he can hit ghost types with normal and or fighting moves. So very, very strong for Ursaluna getting this new mode, I guess. It's like a form switch type thing. I'm not really sure, but that's really, really interesting. And then beyond that, we have Okidogi, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, and Ogerpon. And Ogerpon, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really sure what's going on there, but he's a grass type. So, but Zero, you told me you know. So I guess what we'll talk about real quick is we got Toxic Chain, which we already talked about on the channel. Guard Dog, Frisk, Technician, we already know what all those do. Out of these first 3, Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity, Zero. Hit me with it, bro. Which one you want to talk about first? Which one hits your fancy?
Well,
Poison Fighting, Poison Psychic, Poison Fairy. Very interesting typings.
Poison Psychic is the one that tickles my fancy the most. I really like Frisk as an ability.
So this is Monkey Dory.
Yes. Sorry, I guess I should have said that.
No, you're good. You're good. I got you, bro.
But yeah, he's got a really interesting ability in Frisk. Obviously, this is a speedy sweeper, 130 special attack and 106 speed. 106 is pretty good. Puts him above a lot of pretty good Pokemon. Thank you. He tickles my fancy the most. But I feel like he's not as interesting as Pheasantipity because of the typing alone. Poison and Fairy, Justin, what do you think about that? Okay, he's into it.
I am wild about this stupid bird. I actually think he's a really cool design. Not my favorite, though. We'll get to that one. Pheasantipity's cool. Technician is insane. Yep. 91. We'll have to see about his move pool. We don't have time to get into all of that in this show. We'll do a bunch of deep dives, and stay tuned real quick when we do the how to use guides coming up real quick for all of these pokes. Stay tuned on the channel in the following weeks. But beyond that, bro, I do like how his speed is nice. I like his special defense. And 91 could be good with Technician, especially if he gets Sword Stance.
Right.
Okidogi, though, I think is my favorite aesthetically. Big black and green werewolf doggy.
Yeah, he does look kind of cool. He looks like a Crash Bandicoot character, dude. Like legit.
Doesn't he?
He literally looks like something on a Crash Bandicoot, and I'm actually kind of...
I was thinking it's like Cooper, but yes, it's Crash Bandicoot, definitely.
Yeah, similar eras, similar like styles, but yeah, I don't hate him.
Fighting, Toxic Chain, Guard Dog. Look at these stats, bro. 88 HP, 128, 115. We got 86 defense with 80 speed. This is a legit bulky bruiser, dog.
Dude, you know what this is? This is a cool Buzzwole. This is Buzzwole, but cool.
So talk to me, bro. What's up with my monkey?
So, Mr. Ogerpon. So this guy, really interesting ability that it's the embody aspect. So when you Terra, if you have the embody aspect ability, when you Terra, so what matters is what mask he's wearing, right? With the green mask, you have Defiant. With the blue one, you've got Water Absorb. You've got Mold Breaker with the fire one, and then you've got Sturdy with the rock one. Okay. But when you pop your Terra,
so speaking of Crash Bandicoot,
yes, this is Uka Uka and Aku Aku.
This is literally the mask.
When you pop your Terra, your ability changes to the Embody aspect. And the Embody aspect will raise one of your stats. And your stats they're all like tied to a certain thing. Like one of them raises attack, one raises special defense, one raises blah, 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 blah. All 4 of these are attached to a stat. So when you pop your Terra, you get a stat boost, but you'll lose your other abilities. So like if you're Water Absorb, then you pop the Terra, you will get Embody aspect too.
Yeah.
So
Embody aspect.
Yeah. So a really, really interesting Pokemon, and I like the designs of all the masks. You can see the designs if you go to the items tab.
I actually really, really love the fire one. Fire Grass, is something I've been waiting my life, and then we got the one with the Red Hot Chili Pepper. I love that Pokemon. I think he's pretty cool. Don't think he's the best competitively. Hopefully Ogerpon H will bring that home for your boy, because Fire Grass are my 2 favorite types.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be the best for me. I would absolutely love this Pokemon to be worthwhile. But Zero, there's so much to talk about, bro. Next, we actually do have some move pools. Let's go through really, really, really quick and talk about the one thing we wanted to see with Pheasantipity, because homeboy, Aero Ace is base 60, right?
Yep.
That is and Dual Wing Beat.
Dual Wing Beat, but this works for special moves too. So you can use Air Cutter. I think Air Cutter is 60. Disarming.
That's Icy Wind. That could be Icy Wind. That could be Acid Spray.
Hex alone, but you wouldn't want to use Hex. Well, I mean,
he does get Swords Dance, bro, and U-Turn. That's pretty cool.
Okay,
not on the same.
And Nasty Plot.
Yeah. Pheasantipity's pretty legit with Technician. That's a sweet bird.
Roost, Sludge Bomb. Yeah, this honestly, like to be perfectly honest, Pheasantipity might be the best of the 3. There's still a lot to be seen. We got to see where this goes, but I really think that this bird is the most versatile, and it's got a typing that you could make this a defensive Pokemon. It's not a flying type.
And I really do like the aesthetic. I think they did a really good job. It's elegant. This is going to be my Lord Shen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's such a good name, dude. Okay.
Brandon understood that reference. Let us know down in the comment section on our YouTube channel down below if you understood that reference. Who is Lord Shen in regards to Pheasantipity with the nickname? So, Zero. Moving on here, we're gonna not talk about those moves intentionally because we've got a lot to talk about. We do have some new moves though.
All right,
Blood Moon, Matcha Gotcha, Syrup Bomb, and Ivy Cudgel.
All right, which one do we dive into first?
Obviously what's that?
I said, which one do we dive into first? But you're already on.
Just from top to bottom.
All right, go for it, buddy.
Blood Moon. So the user unleashes a full brunt of its spirit, a full moon that shines as red as blood. This move can't be used twice in a row. Probably Gigaton Hammer, but normal or ground is what the suspect thinks. It's Ursaluna Blood Moon form.
That did get confirmed as a normal type move, by the way.
Hey, there we go. Learning on the fly. That's the way we're doing it today, because we're having a lot of fun, dude. This is freaking awesome. So yeah, I'll let you go with the Matcha Gotcha. So matcha tea is not personally my cup of tea. I like I personally like just like Jade, but that's me.
So Matcha Gotcha, the user fires a blast of tea that is mixed. The user's HP is restored by up to half the damage taken by the target. This may also leave the target with a burn. So
50% drain, 30% burn. You know what that is? And it's grass type, and it's special, and it's 80 power, 90 accuracy, bro.
Giga Skull.
That's Giga Skull, bro. They combined Giga Drain and Skull to one move. And it's 80 power. So you asked, what is Sinitcha going to do?
Bulky,
that's pretty cool.
Bulky burn spray. I like it. I think it's really good.
And he heals.
Yeah.
Yeah. He burns you with scalding hot tea.
Yeah, so just make a bulky set and then just kind of
drain
away. Dude, I love it. It reminds me of my Milo deck.
You got to rep the brand. I'm going to be trying that. I do. I maybe we should have a day where we do like a, very like Naruto themed day or something like that. It might take a little bit of planning.
Yeah.
Man, what a drag.
Man.
But it might be worth it to and then have some tea and do a Sinitcha video. But moving on. And then we can do candy apples because it's that time of the year, autumn. Bro, I had to do this for me. So the last three are all grass, but this one's for me specifically. This is for my new apple syrup bomb. The user sets off an explosion of sticky candy syrup, which coats the target and causes the target's speed stat to drop not once, not twice, but thrice. 0. Did he deny him? We're making a lot of Jesus references this podcast. That's not intentional. I don't know why. I get where my brain is at. But the syrup bomb, so basically it's going to tick off 3 turns in a row. Just speed drop, speed drop, speed drop. It's so good. It's only for Diplin right now that they see. It's 60 base power, 85 accuracy, and it's special. But when Diplin enters the field, it's a +1 or a -1 evasion on the enemy, so a +1 accuracy for you, right? So I don't know exactly what the math is. I think it goes to like 92 or something like that after just one switch in. So pretty good odds on hitting that syrup bomb, and then you're just sticking it to them, and they just speed, and it's almost like a yawn. Doug and I were talking about. It was like a pseudo yawn situation. Zero. What do you think?
Yeah, and one thing that I think is going to be really important about this move is that base accuracy makes me believe that this might be a spread move, because we see a lot of spread moves come into that, like a lot of like still high accuracy, but like that 85, like Icy Wind, those moves that kind of debilitate and spread. We see a lot of those come in at this accuracy, so not confirmed, but I wonder if this will be a spread move. That could be pretty broken if it is.
And then this last move is absolutely insane. Ivy user strikes with an ivy wrapped cudgel, basically an ivy wrapped like staff or cane or bat or something. The user moves. The type will change depending on which mask he's worn, and it has a heightened chance of landing a critical hit. It's only for Ogerpon, and it's 100 base accuracy, 100 base physical. So that is amazing.
Yeah, really strong, actually. Critting on 100 base power move with stab. It's no joke, man. It's really, really strong. I like this move.
So the last thing we have to talk about would be hospitality, which we have for the teacup. When the Pokemon enters the battle, it showers the ally with hospitality during a P. Very, very good. So on switch in, it heals.
Yep.
That's what we have now with the new Apple and the Teacup. They're on switch in support abilities. I am all about it. They're grass types, S tier supports. Let's go. Yep. We've talked about all of these before, but so we got some TMs coming back. We've got Roar, Charge, Haze, Toxic, Sand Tomb, Spite, Gravity, Smackdown, Gyro Ball, Knockoff.
Big one.
Oh, I was waiting for you.
Oh. Man, I'm dropping the ball. Brother.
That's okay. Bug Bite, Super Fang, Vacuum Wave, Lunge, High Horsepower is pretty legit. Icicle Spear. Oh, we got another big one. Scald!
This is the biggest one, man. The biggest one. Well, I mean, arguably. Scald is coming back.
And then Heat Crash, Solar Blade, Uproar, Focus Punch, and Weather Ball. But then Zero. I'm going to let you take it here because there's some more TMs coming in, and that's right. You heard it right, folks. I said that correctly. These are TMs. So,
these are really big TMs, and they all come from a very...
I'm a little excited.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. We have some Isle of Armor move tutor moves being transferred into TMs. Grassy Glide, Burning Jealousy, Flip Turn, Dual Wing Beat, Poltergeist, Lash Out, Scale Shot, and Misty Explosion. That leads me to believe that the rest will come in the next DLC.
That's what I'm thinking too, baby. Let's go. So the cool thing is we will deep dive all later, but the notable thing here so far is that what we can tell is that Grassy Glide got a nerf. It is now 55 base power.
Yep. Big difference, but it's still a really solid move, especially on Rillaboom. That's where it's the most important to me, is on Rillaboom.
Some new items coming in. They look really cool. What's your favorite Ogerpon mask? Grass, rock, water, or fire?
I like the water one. I like that one.
Water. Ooh, I wasn't sure if you're going to pick that. I like them all, honestly.
They are all. Honestly, the grass one's pretty sick. I mean, we've seen it a million times.
Sick, but I like the fire one. It looks like an Oni mask.
I really like this concept that they came up with for Ogerpon. I actually really love this.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Yeah, there's a really creative way to do Terras and more type changing stuff. This is actually some really solid work, I think.
So we got some new Pokemon coming in that are transfer only zero.
Yeah, this. Pardon me. Huge stuff here. You want me to rattle them off?
So this is under Mex, miscellaneous.
So do you want to rattle these off? Because you're kind of hyped about at least
returning transfer Pokemon. Their transfer only Pokemon include Jirachi, Infernape, Torterra, Empoleon, Fion, Manaphy, Darkrai, and Shaman. So the big one for me, obviously, top 10, not even just a top 10. Oh boy.
It's over 9,000.
He is a top 3 pick for me. The Infernape is back, so I need to get my hands on those. Do you have one of those in your game or no? Do I get gassed up?
Yep, I can breed you one.
You got one?
Yeah, I'll bring one over. Oh, I've got one in my,
and I got something for you. I got a Gliscor for you.
Ooh, trade. Easy trade. I'll give you that. Yeah, so big one for me, obviously, Empoleon, I would say, is probably the biggest one for me.
Yeah, Empoleon got a lot of good buffs, bro. You want to talk about some of that stuff?
Yes. So the biggest one is no longer Defiant. Now he has Competitive.
So now it's the special version, the way he's always supposed to been.
Yep.
Very, very, very big change for him, and I love it, actually.
Also gets Roost now. Huge for defensive sets.
It's huge. It's actually really big, especially because Gliscor.
Yeah, no more. That is
Band-Aid. It's real.
That's the biggest nerf in the game so far, is no more Roost on Gliscor. So now you're probably going to start seeing that Roost turn into...
I don't care. I'm happy. Hey, he was... Okay, so let's talk about the fun stuff. So we're having fun. Hey, there's some new Pokemon that are coming in that weren't in Gen 8, which means they could be getting Grassy Glide.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, what if they gave Breloom Grassy Glide?
And thank God they did.
And they did not. And he was making fun of me like, ha ha. And then Roost got cut, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, rest in peace.
We're celebrating that.
No, we're not.
So did you see the shiny Dipplin is yellow? I kind of like that.
Shinies. Let's see here. Ooh, Okidogi looks pretty cool. That's a very big change.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
All orange. Ursaluna Bailey. Yeah, Dipplin looks like he got the best shiny out of all of these.
So, not all of these are 100% complete yet, but we do see a lot of these pokes that can get high horsepower again that lost it from before, which is a very big for competitive. Some of the new ones coming in, Weird Year gets it. The 3 different versions of Paldean Tauros get it. Slitherwing gets it. Stonjourners, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Also Rivavroom, which makes perfect sense, and Earthworm Zero, Oinkoloin as well, Iron Treads, Iron Thorns, as well as Great Tusk. And coming back for Farigiraf, there's so many new Clodsire, all these new Pokemon, Titan, Chestnut, Baxcalibur, Hisuian Avalugg, all these new Pokemon got high horsepower. It's insane, bro. Are there any moves you want to shout out? Like, there's not a lot of Scald on here.
No, but I won't deep dive it too big, but Scald Milotic is the big one for me. That's a Pokemon we're going to feature on the channel that we surprisingly have not featured yet.
She's coming back, baby.
The biggest one has to be Goodra getting Scald, dude. That's so big.
Yeah, Goodra with Scald is absolutely insane. I love Goodra. Zero?
I love Goodra too. I know you're a big fan.
But I'm sorry. No, I was playing off that. We love channel. We all love Goodra.
Yeah.
Goodra's awesome. And you know what I'm excited for? Dual Wing Beat on my Hisuian Decidueye.
Ooh, what about Dual Wing Beat on Scizor?
Yep, that's coming back. That's super great. Bro, I got one for you, Zero. Poltergeist. Go look at it. Just go look at Poltergeist.
Bayonet, okay. Fluttermane, okay. Let's go.
No. Go to Bayonet. Who's after Bayonet?
Brambleghast, dude.
Not him.
Oh, Ceruledge?
They gave Ceruledge Poltergeist, Zero.
That's a big one. He's going to get a lot stronger now.
That is absolutely insane. That is so crazy. I'm a big fan. I cannot wait to try this out.
Also, we are a triple axle away from the return of Choice Band Frostlass. We got the Poltergeist.
Oh, yeah, baby. We are. Oh, so the starters. I haven't tried it out in my game, but I'm pretty sure Skeledirge gets Burning Jealousy as well as Poltergeist. But then Quackquavel gets Flip Turn.
Big.
Samurott and Hisuian Samurai get Flip Turn. But then also my Meow gets Grassy Glide.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
It is cool.
Go gets Grassy Glide. The Fapple line gets it. The Decidueye line gets it. Chestnut gets it. And Cacturn, which I actually thought would be pretty cool. Obama gets it, which I think is a legit buff to Obama Snow.
Yeah, that could be really good. Especially in BBC.
Toadscruel, legit buff to Toadscruel.
Yep. I got a.
Are there any flip turns?
Flip turns. I mean, Aloma Mola. Just kidding. But Barraskewda getting it back. That's pretty big.
That's big.
He didn't already have that, did he? He didn't have flip turn.
I got one.
Okay.
The Floatzel.
Oh, that'll be huge for him on rain teams, dude. That's going to be super strong.
And then Walking Wake.
Yeah, there's no reason they needed to give him flip turn.
Walking Wake is going to be a monster. Scale Shot, bro. Garchomp.
Loaded Dice back Excalibur now with Scale Shot. And
you know who else they gave Scale Shot to?
Icicle Spear. Who?
Gliscor.
That could be interesting on a Swords Dance set, man. You could take some people off.
And you know what I like to run on my Gliscor, Zero?
Swords Dance?
Yeah, buddy. I go the offense. You defensive on the Gliscor build.
I think it's the biggest buff. It's for Garchomp.
Definitely. Scale Shot to Garchomp with Swords Dance. Oh my god, it was such a menace before, and it's gonna be again. Yep. This is insane.
I'm seeing some people.
There are a couple other cool ones we could talk about, but that's the big one. Oh, bro, no, we got to talk about some knockoff action.
Oh yeah, knockoff. Okay, this one. This is the last super big one we got to talk about.
Chestnut's good. Caparajah, Coop getting knockoff. That's big. Electros is pretty decent.
Phalanx, that's huge for him.
That's great. Heracross, that's great. Low kick, that's actually pretty legit. Your Meloetta got it.
This is huge for Krook in 6v6 because now Moxie Scarf can run knockoff again instead of Crunch or whatever. I think
Roaring Moon gets it, and that's Stab.
Yep, that's huge.
Caesar gets it again. That's insane. The Genies get it, which is insane. Toxicroak, Serena, and here's the big one: Tyranitar.
Yep.
And Weavile.
Yep.
So we now have a reason to run Weavile.
Chempao.
Yeah. And then they also gave it to Walking Wake, Zangoose, Zapdos, Galarian Form, Zarude, Infernape gets it, Trevenant gets it, which is amazing, Poliwrath, Arbok. This knockoff is absolutely... They went wild, bro.
They should have. Rightfully so. I think it's a move that needs to be distributed a little bit better.
And then Toxic.
Toxic, yep. A lot of people are going to cry at the return of Toxic, but Belly
We're
Bolt.
going to mention the girl for the third time. Not only did she get Scald Zero, not only did she get, what did I just talk about? Knockoff. They also gave Gudra Toxic. She got all three. Scald, Toxic, Knockoff. So now Gudra is just, the doors have been kicked wide open for her.
Yeah, especially for defensive
Belly
sets.
Bolt had Toxic now? That's insane.
Huge. That's huge. He's so thick. Iron Moss.
Umbreon had Toxic, bro.
That's a big one. That might be the biggest one, is Umbreon gets Toxic. Oh, wait, no, I lied, sir. Gliscor gets Toxic now.
Gliscor has they got him. They got rid of Roost, but they gave him Toxic. Do you want to mention what else they gave him?
Spikes and Toxic Spikes, baby.
So now he is the triple hazard threat. The only thing he's missing is the sticky webs. But yeah, if you can't tell, we're pretty excited to run things like Gliscor. So
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely stay tuned to the channel, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, man. Let's wrap it up. We had a good time talking about this, and like you said, we're gonna deep dive a lot of this stuff.
Man, what a drag.
I know we gotta go. It's a huge drag, but I want to go play some Pokemon.
Gonna love my nuts.
Oh yeah,
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
I really, really do. Let's get out of here.
All right.
People that are waiting till the end of the podcast, we promised you a little bit of spoiler, and oh boy, do we have a spoiler for you. So not only we talked about it a little bit in the podcast that never was, but Duraludon got an evolution.
It looks horrible.
Which we saw in the video. They released that live, right? Like that's public?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
There's like a whole like animation of him turning into a bridge.
Perfect. What they did not tell you is that in that same video, they showed Diplin, but they didn't tell us that Diplin has an evolution.
Does he have a name yet? Did we see a name for him?
Not confirmed yet. And he's coming out in the next DLC. So it's looking like Diplin's going to be the middle form of a 3-stage, which means a Violite on top of those stats we said before. So 80 HP, 110 defense, and 80 Specty with a Violite. That is insane. And then on top of that, when he comes in, he's lessening their evasion, which means that your moves are going to hit better.
Yeah.
And then you hit him with this Syrup Bomb minus speed 1, 2, 3 turns in a row, which puts that pressure like Yawn does to maybe make them switch out.
Right. So yeah, I think some really fun and good changes coming. The new Pokemon, I think, are going to bring a lot of really interesting stuff to the metagames, but we will talk about the future metagames soon in a future podcast, which will be in 2 weeks.
Are you excited, bro? I'm excited.
I'm excited. We'll deep dive it.
Patties, don't you, Squidward?
I do like Krabby Patties. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around until the end. We are going to go play some Pokemon and beat some noobs on the ladder. Until then, guys, I've been Zero.
And I'm Justin.
Council's adjourned.